friends, this is Lori from Cruising for Treasure, and you are watching my What Sold show. So in this show, I show you everything that's going out the door today. So today I actually have sales from two platforms, eBay and Poshmark. So if you watch my channel at all, a while ago, I did a 2-week trial on the Poshmark VA. And I mean, I couldn't tell if it made a difference in my sales. Plus, I was going to be in and out of town for 6 weeks. And so I didn't want to start paying for it when I wasn't even going to be able to really utilize the services. So, but when I got back from my last trip, at the beginning of this week, I went ahead and I signed up. So, I don't know exactly if it's worth it at this point yet, but I did have 3 sales yesterday, so there's that. It is nice to just be able to set it going in the morning on its different tasks and have it get done without me having to do anything. With Poshmark VA, it's not automatic. You do still have to go in and set it up. I guess you can schedule it. I haven't really looked into that. If you have experience with it, let me know in the comments below. But anyway, regardless, so I had 3 sales yesterday on Poshmark that are going out the door today. None yet today, so, but that's fine. And then I actually had 6 sales on eBay. So my goal for daily sales is to ship out 10 packages across all 4 of my platforms. So we're pretty close with 9 from yesterday. So I'm pretty happy, and I've actually already had I think 4 sales today on eBay. So maybe things are waking up. All of my efforts are paying off. Now I will say my average sale price right now is pretty low. I'm sending out aggressive offers. It's good because I'm getting some really old listings gone. So that's good. Just a work in progress, So anyway, without further ado, let's start in on the Poshmark sales. I'll pull them up here. And okay, the first one. Now, some of what I'm showing you today is definitely things you can put on your BOLO list. BOLO means be on the lookout. This first one is a Ralph Lauren, not Polo, not Lauren Ralph Lauren, but straight up Ralph Lauren. This is not the sweetest thing ever. It's so adorable. It's a lovey or security blanket, whatever you want to call it. It's super tiny. It is all cotton. Unusually for a lovey, there is no satin here anywhere. It's just cotton. And then it's got the little teddy bear there. It's so cute. And then the label here, and it actually kind of got twisted around when it was in my big old storage bin for plushes. Okay, I'll have to whatever. But anyway, that's the label for it. Okay, so that sold on Poshmark for $18. And absolutely keep your eye out for any type of lovey. Parents, babies, whatever, they leave them in hotels, in cars, in restaurants, at amusement parks, in a museum, wherever, and they're desperate to get back the exact same one. So where do they go? They go to eBay. So almost any lovey I find, as long as it's in good condition, at the thrift store, I tend to pick up. I am very picky about condition. It does have to look basically brand new. So I don't find them that often in really good condition, but when I do, I pick them up. So $18 for that going out the door. I love that. It's so cute. Okay, here's another one. $25 on Poshmark. And this is a Kavu bag. I think probably everybody really knows this brand. Maybe not though. But it's got this very iconic, recognizable 3-rope strap that it has. And then this one has the buckle here. So they do different designs and they're discontinued. So it's like any brand. And then people really want that specific design or whatever. It's exclusive to a certain store. I don't know. Anyway, so if I find these in good condition, I definitely pick them up. I just don't find them very often. But this one sold for $25, so I was pretty happy about that. And the more traditional style is the sling that goes in the back. This is just like a crossbody, or I guess it could almost be a belt bag. I don't know. It's this buckle that's kind of interesting to me. I don't know in what application that would be important to use, but anyway, $25 on Poshmark. Gotta love it. And then the third sale on Poshmark is Tony Lama perforated embossed belt, and then it's got this really gorgeous buckle. This actually took longer to sell than I thought it would. I don't know why. It did end up selling for $26. Really cool. This is definitely a brand to look up. And Western, it kind of goes up and down, you know, in and out of trending and fashion and whatever. But I will tell you, there is a certain sector of the population that Western is always popular with, and that would be anybody who lives out west and is involved in the ranching culture, cowboy, rodeo, that sort of thing. They're always on the lookout for this sort of thing. So if it's a good brand, like Tony Lama is definitely a good brand, or, you know, whatever, and it's in good condition and it's a great style, I always pick it up because it will eventually sell, whether or not it's trending in the magazines or whatever. So anyway, there's the belt buckle. I don't know if I showed you that. That's so cool. I love it. $26. I feel like if I lived out west, I would totally be a cowgirl type of girl, but I don't. I live in Northern Virginia, which is about as far removed as Western culture as you can be. Okie dokie. Next, this is one of my ancient items that I'm thrilled to get out the door. A pair of Chadwick's linen blend pants, trousers, whatever you want to call them. Kind of a wide leg. These sold for $8. These are lined. I do not ever source Chadwick's. However, the story of this is a long and sad story. If you watch me, you know that I love to source from online auctions, okay? Sometimes those companies are not always upfront about the condition of their items. And I get it because they're processing an entire house in the matter of 1, 2, 3 days at the most. So they don't have time to necessarily go through and say, okay, this has a this, has a this, is, you know, whatever. I get it. However, this particular house had so much cat hair on everything. And even at pickup, there were cats just walking around. You could smell it in the house when you walked in. It was so gross. This was a career woman. I don't even know. Like, I try to not be too critical when I go into these homes to do the pickup or whatever. You know what I'm saying? However, this woman had like career stuff all over the house, and yet it was literally covered in cat hair. It was revolting. Anyway, so I didn't know that when I bid, and I bid on an entire lot of career pants, which would have been fine if they weren't covered in cat hair. So I did the best I could. I had to throw away probably half the lot. And I only paid a couple bucks total for the lot. So less than $1 into this pair of pants. But it was way more work than I would ever want to do to sell something for $8. So never again. And you know, if you're involved in buying from online auctions like I am, you'll kind of get the feel for which companies are totally above board and which companies just aren't. And then I still utilize those other companies. I just have my guard up. I just kind of, if I'm not 100% sure about a specific item, I just don't bid. Someone else can have it. It can be someone else's headache, not mine. Okay, next is this pair of Clark's Bendables, and these are $16. And before I buy the Clark's, I always do the stress test. I always bend them and make sure that there's no dry rot, because it's very important. These shoes can deteriorate very quickly. So this sold for $16. Okay, let me look these up because I don't remember. Whew, I tell you, it's been a summer. I do not remember exactly where I got these and how much I paid. Okay, so they've been listed since April. Oh, I must have gotten them in a lot because it says I paid $1. Yes, I got them in a lot. I paid $1, so they've sold for $16. No problem. Next, this was a fun one. So, y'all know I have kids, right? So, last year at some point, one of the online auctions had the Hawaiian American Girl doll, which I forget what her name is, Kaylani or something like that. Kaynani. Anyway, I wanted to get that for my daughter for Christmas, so I bid on that one. It came with a ton of accessories, so I didn't want her to have all those accessories because then that just means mess. So I got it with the understanding that I would sell some of the accessories to help cover the cost of the doll. So this sold, and this is from her, okay, I don't think I spelled that right in the title. Maybe that's why I didn't sell. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, so it is her surfboard or paddleboard and oar. And this sold for $15. How fun is that? And now I'm just holding it and thinking, I don't remember if I have a box that this fits. Amazing. Perfect. Okay, $15. So that's pretty great. Okay, now this is pretty cool. This is a Hungary Starbucks mug. This is from their You Are Here collection, and this sold for $29. Let me see. I don't remember exactly how much I paid for this. I'm pretty sure I found it in a thrift store, but maybe I didn't. Let's see. Okay, it says I paid $3 into $29, so that's not bad. I've had it since March. Correct, I got it from a thrift store. So $3 into $29, that is almost 10 timesing my money. So that's pretty great. Okay, let's see. Next, you know what? I'm not sure if my daughter found the right. She did not. I will have to call her and have her fix this. She pulled the wrong bra. But suffice it to say, it is very similar to this. It's a walk hole bra, sold for $10. This is from an epic haul. We're going on 2.5 years now that it's been since I got this haul. So I'm ready to be done with these items. And the other bra actually is from that one as well. This is a Bali, new at tags, and this one sold for $15. This very incredibly wealthy woman in a very fancy rich town near us, she was going in a nursing home, and so they were selling off the entire contents of her home. I won her lingerie drawer, and I want to say I spent $200 on her lingerie drawer. But guys, you would not believe when I got there, it was literally packed to the brim. So many of these bras were new with tags, never worn. And then so many of them, because she had so many, had maybe been worn once or twice. Like there was no wear whatsoever. And then there were a few that you could tell, you know, probably were her favorites or whatever. But so I averaged it out. It's about $2 per bra for my cost. And that was after I threw some away because they were just, you know, whatever. Anyway, so I'm still selling some of that. I think I probably have less than 10 in my tub now. But regardless, all of the really good ones sold. From that whole auction, I spent between $700 and $900, and at one point I had tallied up all the money I made from it, and it was well over between $2,000 and $3,000. I think it was approaching $4,000, somewhere like that. So that is why I do online auctions, because you can come across the most ridiculous finds possible that you wouldn't have access to at a thrift store. You just wouldn't. Even if you went to a thrift store every single day, you would not be able to find these things for these prices. So I highly encourage people, if you can find an online auction company in your area, even if you have to drive an hour to do the pickup, it's worth it. If you can get a trunk full of stuff, totally worth it. And actually tomorrow we will be going around and picking up all my auction finds from this week. So it's gonna be great. And we're gonna record it and it's gonna be uploaded. It's called our Pickup and Coffee Show. So if you have never watched any of those videos, go ahead and watch them. We have a whole playlist. We go around, pick up the auction winnings. I do a haul at the end. We stop at a coffee shop somewhere, and it's a whole thing. So anyway, if you guys have not yet subscribed to our channel, make sure you do. We are inching our way up, up, up. So make sure you're part of it. Thank you guys so much for watching today. I really do appreciate it. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Bye.